What's up, my beautiful witches? It's me, Amethyst Rose from Tarot and Witchcrafting, and today we're actually doing a deck unboxing review. More just like an unboxing. Less of a review, more of an unboxing of, today we're doing the Dark Mirror Oracle cards. This deck is by Laura Sava. Yes. Let's open it up. I was looking around and I was kind of thinking, what's funny is I've been making decks, okay? So I've been taking time off. I've been a little infrequent, unfortunately, in my my videos of posting and making, because I've been making my own decks, and I was making one for my shadow self. When I went, wouldn't that be so cool if there was already a deck made with your shadow self? And then sure enough, the Dark Mirror deck popped up when I went on the hunt. How cool is this? So we open up, super nice box. It's I love the Lo Scarabeo Italian decks. Rare. Okay, I love these decks so much. I think my first one was also a Lo Scarabeo. Nice little thick book. Look at that, because these are probably like a 3 point something by 5 point something. I think this is like a 44 card deck. These are the actual, there we go. These are what actually talks about each card. These little guide pages right here. So there's one little page per card, because then a lot of information is put back here, but it's in another language. So loving it, but a little ribbon there. You got that little ribbon to help you pull your stuff out a lot easier that you put in there. Let's check it out. Yeah, we got Riccardo Minetti and Laura Sava. The artwork is by Laura and the text is by Riccardo. Very cool. This was made in 2018. Yeah, we have English, Italian, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and a language that I have no idea what that is down there. Sorry. I was hoping that I would open it up and find out exactly how many cards. I don't usually like to be, not to be rude, I don't tend to, though, like decks that are less than like at least 40 cards. You gotta have a little girth for shuffling. So I feel like this one at least had like 40 to 44. It's time to meet the cards, they say. Okay, so yeah, I for some reason can't see how many there are, but let's go ahead. We're gonna just start showing you some of this beautiful artwork and some of the stuff that the messages are. I opened it up. I was so excited. I took the plastic right off. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not gonna do that next time. I have a bunch of decks I'm saving to show you, and I'm really like freaking out because it's all wrapped in plastic and I just want to rip all that plastic off. So yeah, this deck in particular is a lot of like our shadow self. It's good for helping us reflect on the shadows of ourselves, our lovers, any kind of conflictions. Super beautiful art, and I love, honestly though, I did love what they put as the text, like, you know, what we have here, calling the storm, but then they have here associations with the lunar timing, what that means with each card. So you can see that the moons are on these sides right here. So for instance, we have right there some crescents, some full moons, full moon association right here. It's a little haunting, and I like that because, you know, life ain't always all beautiful. It's so funny too, like I just said about the let it shine from the inside deck, and how my friend was like, is that all just a bunch of every card's like perfect? And I'm like, yes, leave me alone. I like a deck when it's all happy messages. Fuck. But at the same time, like I did need to kind of get one that had, and not all these messages are dark. In fact, that's the beauty of darkness. It's not all dark, evil, demonic messages. This is actually just natural darkness that lies within inside every living entity. And there was even not dark stuff in here too. I mean, plenty of not dark things. Like there was one about getting back to your childhood, right? Being the child that you needed to be. Okay? Like, that's not a bad thing. This one, atonement, looks a little rough. Obsession. Gilded regret. Hiding your true self. Right, world? Come on now. Is this me? Right? These are really great questions to ask yourself. That's why I'm like, this deck is epic, actually. I'm really in love with this epic deck. It feels so amazing to see your darkness, but reflected beautifully. It's really hard to look at your ugly self, right? So I'm like loving it. The first reading I did was crazy on point too. It was fucking insane. The words in the book too can sometimes even be a touch, I feel like, confusing, because some stuff is I don't know, just the way that it was worded. It's not confusing as much as it's just like sometimes like metaphorical. I like straight to the point. So that's something too. I like that it has the straight to the point, word right here, downcast pride. But then you can open the book and get a lot more information if you want it. Not to mention that I still think it's good for that lunar information too, when we're having that type of behavior. It's super shiny. You can just look at that shine. It's really shiny. So they're very slippery. This is the back. It's kind of hard to tell. My shop is so lit today. Oh yeah, so lit. The shuffle boo-boos. Let's look at the shuffles. Super flexible. Again, there's only probably like 40 to 44 cards. I did not count. And I didn't find it on the box easily. They shuffle so easy though, and then let's see how they do. Oh yeah. They're totally about the size of like a romance angel card. Let's see. Yeah. Romance angel size. So they can shuffle both ways. We can do a bridge here. And it's because they're thin. I mean, not that there's only so many. The card itself isn't really thin, but it is nice and flexible. I just think that there's not 78 cards, so it makes it a lot easier to do this shuffling. And we can do that lengthwise. We can do that this way. How many ways can we shuffle these big cards? Actually, plenty. Yeah, I'm loving the art. I'm loving the text. I'm loving all this lunar information. It's just so killer. These cards are just killer. I'm loving them. Last but not least, they were crazy affordable. What was it? 20 something? Yeah, it was like $19.95. That's right. Yeah, $19.95 too. I'm so in love. I'm going to start selling these on my website, thelovershermeticsupply.com. So if you're interested, feel free to hop over to thelovershermeticsupply.com, and I will be posting this deck later today so that you can absolutely purchase one for yourself. Yay! Well, thanks so much for joining me for this unboxing of the Dark Mirror Oracle cards. And until next time, my beautiful witches, peace, my witches.